One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Cardinals will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. So the NC State Wolfpack offense is on the field and ready to start the game. The age of the game-breaking tight end is here, Jesse. We have another guy who is threatening to redefine this position.
Yeah, we've seen over the years now the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not just blocking and catching passes. They're getting involved now in the running game. We're seeing tight ends even throw the football, David. This guy can do it all.
And why is that so difficult? Because as a defender, what do I want to play you as? Do I want to play you with an extra linebacker on the field, or do I bring in a DP? And either way, I can be wrong. The big, strong bodies that can also be receivers and also block, they make the game easy.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Touchdown, Louisville! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
A nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route, coming from the slot receiver to get the completion.
Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Finds a spot in the middle. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
I love the start for this quarterback on third down. Third down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
Gives it on the option. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Got his man in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big third down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
At the 35, he's open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stem in the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, created confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Fourth and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying out there. A gutsy move by this ball club. To the air, it's Bailey. And he gets rid of it, throws it away on 4th down. Wow. So Louisville's offense will have its first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense. Holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
They go to the ground. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And the Cardinals send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. North Carolina State has it back in the offense headed to the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last one. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
And the matchup of 1 versus 2 just wrapped up, and we have a final update for you. South Carolina was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Gamecocks performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 2 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Dropping back, it's Moss. Makes the grab. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30.
really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Running back searching for a hole. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. The Cardinals will hustle to the line.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
From the gun, give on the inside. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
They'll move the wide receiver. To throw, it's Adams. He tries to take the top off. Got a man in the middle. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get him isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
From the red zone, looking for a space. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Cardinals! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Finds his man. It's Anderson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here comes the offense on second down. Tight end now in motion. The play-action fake. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
Just too much mustard on that one, can't miss the target that badly. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Brown. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. And the Cardinals can really attack on this second and short. Back to throw. It's Moss. Good timing on the quick out. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That had to be a coverage bust because there's no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
Looking for space. It's Watson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Cardinals come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to get the first through the air. On target to the left. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Looking to throw, it's Moss. Unleashes one deep. Got it. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Cardinals have it with a first and goal. Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Got it in the middle, it's Smothers. And he's brought down after a nice gain. NC State going up tempo. Looking downfield on first down. Got the quick pass. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not, and if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Pressure coming. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
All the way back to the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm looking to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too, before this defense gets to go in at halftime to potentially make some adjustments.
Loads of room to run. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Moss. Here's the pressure. Right on the money.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Trying to set up the screen. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
The Cardinals line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Sweet cut there. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Going for it all. He took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be 3rd down.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Moss. Makes the grab on the left. There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds.
Next, going for the goal line. Touchdown, Louisville! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Caught over the middle. It's Rodgers. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Just a short pass to the tight end. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dropping back, it's Bailey. It's complete. He breaks a tackle. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Louisville for a fun first half than you?
North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. He'll bring it out. It's Golden. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Give to Brown. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. And the Cardinals want to move quickly. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. There he goes to the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Gets the back moving. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Makes the catch. Crosses the 30. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They'll try the right side. Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot. And this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
And the Cardinals in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to them and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. On the move, he fires. Got his man. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I love quarterbacks that have soft focus around them and hard focus down the field. That was an excellent pass rush by the defense, but the quarterback never got flustered. He just used his God-given talent. He was able to escape and then got his focus right back downfield to find an open wide.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Moss. Big fella moving. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming.
Green 25.
Trying to barge their way in. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield.
Yeah, and on 3rd and goal, they're saying, hey, we're still going to try to power this football and run it. Obviously haven't had success. Now getting to 4th and goal. Now it's a situation, do I kick the field goal? Do I feel comfortable running the football, or do I need to throw this thing?
Fourth and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. Motion from the wideout. He's looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. And the defense makes the stop. You got to try to get the ball into the end zone in the air on that one, and they didn't get close. The run from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
I like the idea by the quarterback. He wanted to attack the middle of the field. He found his open guy. The receiver's just got to be able to make a play for him.
Back to throw, it's Bailey. Oh, that's going to be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Got room to work.
Returner is tackled down at the 37. And your Louisville Cardinals will take over.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Toss sweep right. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Cardinals come to the line in the hurry-up. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bell. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Razor. Jackrabbit.
To the air, it's Moss. He's going to throw deep right side. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll run play action. Under fire. Unleashes it on the run. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get any... throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Thomas back to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Nestles it in at the 35. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The give to the back. Turning it on. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
That's a bad sign for the offense. You're trying to throw screen passes to try to negate the pass rush from the defense. That time, the pass rush even got home on a screen pass.
The Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to sling it on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Mitchell. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Now facing a third and long. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line is set on third down. Back to pass, it's Adams. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Cardinals will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Rides to back and leaves it. Can't get him to the ground. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Handoff from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Mitchell. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got his man. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll leave it with the lone back. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Touchdown, North Carolina State. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They'll go right back to him. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one.
And nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the 1st down.
They'll move the wide receiver. Gets it out quickly. At the 40, there he goes.
That's good for the Cardinals.
The Cardinals come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Open field up. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Finds a little space. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue. struggle. And just they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Give to the back. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Cardinals will call on their punt team. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake, but this game is well in hand.